Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. Thank you for joining me today. It is Friday and we are on a road trip headed to Shreveport, Louisiana for my Rituxan Infusion today. And so thanks for coming along with us. I'll be taking some clips here and there and just whatever happens and explain the day to you guys at the end of the video. So yeah, that's what we're doing. It's pitch black dark. We left our house at 6 a.m. and the video camera makes the sky look a little bit lighter than it is. It's really pitch black dark. And so we were just, booking it down I-20, headed to Shreveport. We are from Monroe, Louisiana, so we have a little ways of a drive. We have to stop a few times to potty and things like that. Wow, it's now daylight and we're still traveling. We usually give ourselves 2.5 hours to get here because we stop and get something to drink, and we also have to stop and potty several times. And so just in case, we allow ourselves 2.5 hours to get to Shreveport, and sometimes we barely squill tires in the parking lot to make it there at our time. Sometimes we have 10-15 minutes early. So, but anyway, we're, getting there, working our way down the roads, trying to get there. And Big Daddy has Elvis blaring on the radio, and I'm just kind of chilling, doing nothing, waiting. And now we got stopped by a train, and so it's a good thing we do allow ourselves a little extra time. Usually there's construction work, and that's why we do allow that extra time most of the time, because it's so much construction, and sometimes traffic is backed up forever. But we did find a new way to go off of I-20 and go through some roads in Bossier to get there. And we try to bypass, as much construction work as we can, and sometimes we still hit some. But we're just sitting here waiting on this train. Looks like a long one from what I can tell, looking down the rails. It looks very long. But guess what? The train stopped completely. Cars are turning around and leaving, going back different ways. Now, we're not from there, so we don't know all the shortcuts and the roads to get around the train and all that kind of stuff. But lots of vehicles are turned around and leaving, and so we feel like we don't have a choice but to just sit there because we wouldn't know where to go if we turned around. And we'd waste a lot of extra time, I'm afraid. But it'll start moving any second now. So here we are at the hospital. They've already accessed my port, and so we're just kind of waiting. They had to do my blood work, get my results back from that, and then we will, the doctor has to give the okay to start the infusion. So it's my honey bunny. We're just sitting here. I'm wearing that hat that I made on the Jammet knitting machine that Diane had sent me, so I'm wearing that hat today. I had my hoodie on and took it off. Now that stuff there, it looks like it might taste like a dreamsicle, an orange dreamsicle or something, and be very good. It is not. My potassium was super low, as it always is, and so they put my potassium medicine in this orange juice. I could not drink that mess. We should have put it through my tube, my feeding tube, but I tried. I drank about half of it until I was going to gag and throw up if I took one more sip. I couldn't get that mess down. So I do take potassium at home, and so we run it through my feeding tube. And yeah, it's big, huge, it's 2 big, huge tablets that dissolve, and we'll just put them in my feeding tube at home. Now it's infusion time. We're trying to get relaxed and just get ready for them to get it all going, and I get some saline first and get them veins ready. Big Daddy's over there already going to sleep. and I'm getting, you know, getting in the mood. I am sleepy because I didn't sleep the night before at all, not even one wink of sleep. So I'm, you know, ready to go to sleep. I'm ready to go and get this party started so I can go to sleep. So that was my plans. But anyway, okay, we survived the infusion day, and first thing we did was go to eat. And so we are at the Blind Tiger. Big Daddy loves to go eat at the Blind Tiger, and so that's where we're at. And I love sitting in the window because the light shining in. Over in the center of the place, it's pretty dark, and I don't like to sit over there because I like to see my food or whatever is in front of me. But the waitresses and everyone is so nice there. We love it. And now we have already went to Joann's and Dollar Tree, and so we are headed home. And we're just going over the Red River Bridge, and so I just was sharing that to say, hey, we're headed back to Monroe, Louisiana. So they had some lights on the bridge, and sometimes we go over the bridge, and I never have my phone ready to record, and so I was prepared this time to record the lighted bridge going over the Red River. And sometimes they have different colored lights at different times or holidays or such, I don't know. But I thought I'd just record that as we were leaving town and headed home. But we make frequent stops headed home to potty, just get out, walk around, wake up, and all that kind of stuff. Hey guys, it is now Saturday, and I'm recording the end of my Friday's video. Let me just say, Friday was a very, very long day. We got in the car at like 6 a.m. At 6:04, I was sitting in the car. We left. We did not get home until 10 p.m. Yes, 10 p.m. It was a long, long day. And I'm paying for it today for sure. Which the Rituxan medication does make you sick and super tired and just drains you for a few days. Anywhere from like 2 to 3 days to a week. And so I'm hoping that since this was my second one for the month of January, that the weakness and tiredness and just feeling yucky won't last as long, but we'll see. Today I'm giving it a good push because I need to get this video out. I had plans today to get up and take my friend Angela out to eat for her birthday, but that did not happen. I did not wake up. I know she will understand that, you know, I had Rituxan Infusion, and I never know how it's going to be after that. I never know how any day is going to be from day to day, but I didn't even wake up until after the time we were supposed to meet today. But she didn't go and wait on me. Don't get me wrong. We would have talked and said, okay, we'll be there at 11, which we never did say, but we both understood that that's the time we meet, because that's what we always do. But we would have talked to each other this morning before she would have went, so she didn't go. I'm not worried about that. Although after she sees this video, she will say, I went up there and waited on you, which is a lie. But we'll try again for tomorrow. Hopefully I can get some oh, that's her calling me right there. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to get up and get it together and go, but today just didn't happen. But anyway, back to Friday. Oh, it was a long day. We had got to the hospital, and they had told me when I went before, and they said I was too sick to have my infusion done and rescheduled it, that when I came back they would be in a new location. They told me the new location and all that. I vaguely knew what they were talking about, but I thought, you know, I can figure it out. I'm a smart woman. I'll figure it out. So when Big Daddy dropped me off at the hospital, I, you know, looked to see what they were saying, and so I went around that way and was able to find where I was supposed to go. I thought, you know, I was what I believed. So I went in, and there's nothing that says infusions. I'm reading all the little boards that they have up by the elevators that tell what floor things are on and all that kind of stuff. Nothing about infusions. So there was a lady sweeping, and so I said, excuse me, you probably don't know, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Do you know where the infusion center moved to? She said, I don't know. They didn't move over here yet, so I guess they're in the same place. And I thought, okay. Well, where I had went was like the opposite end of the hospital from where I get my infusions. And so I was just like, okay, I gotta go back outside in the freezing cold, because it was, you know, just before 8 a.m. It's really, really cold. The wind was blowing. I was like, I gotta go walk back out there, go all the way down outside the hospital to the other end of the hospital and go in those doors down there. And so I was trying to get it together, and I've got all this stuff in my hands. You know, I got my cane, my drink, my bag. And so I'm trying to maneuver, hold everything, maneuver. I need to text Big Daddy, but what do I do with all this? You know, and so I went out and got all the way down to the other end of the hospital, and I found a place where I could set all my stuff down. And then I dug my phone out of the bottom of my bag and called Big Daddy and told him infusion didn't move. They're in the same place. So come to where we normally go on the second floor. And so he said, okay. So he was behind me before I ever made it up there. I was dragging. I didn't think I was going to make it. I was still trying to get up there, and I thought, I better just bypass infusion and go to the ER. I thought by the time I get to the infusion, I'm just going to be passed out. And the ER is just around the corner on the bottom floor before you go up. And so I was still on the bottom floor, and I thought, should I get in the elevator, or should I just go on around to the ER? Because that's the way I felt. But I got in the elevator, made it up, and made it to my infusion. They got me called back and and situated and all that kind of stuff, and got my infusion going. Now, I had on my new crochet hoodie that says it's a beautiful day to crochet. I had that hoodie on, but it comes up, you know, and to get an infusion, you have to have a low neck so they can get to your stuff and all. So my plans were, I wore a shirt under that, of course, and to just take my hoodie off so they could get to my port and get my medicine, you know, and all that, and then put my hoodie back on when I start to leave. That was my whole, you know, plan to go when I was getting my clothes together, planning the trip. And so I did get my hoodie off and got situated in the chair and all that. You know, lots of things happened in between there. I'm giving you the shortened version, even though it might not feel like it. And so they got me situated in the chair and all that kind of stuff, and went over all the stuff that they had to go over every time. And Big Daddy had a chair sitting over here on this side of me and all that. And my port accessed wonderfully. He was able to just, you know, pop that in and get it hooked up. Blood drew back great. And it just works wonderfully. It did. And let me go ahead and pop this in while it popped in my head. That this hat that I'm wearing, I know some people's going to ask me for the pattern or whatever. There's not one. This past summer, I believe it was. I don't know when it was. Some point in my past life, this past year, months ago, I decided I wanted to make a cotton hat, and I wanted it to be really holey, and I just kind of made up a pattern of my own, and this is what it come out. I have no idea what I did. I don't know if I could even look at it and recreate what I did, but it's a cotton hat that I made a while back. And so yesterday I wore this hat. I wore this hat. It actually matches my hoodie really good. I was like, wow, that does match my hoodie, the colors on it. And so I wore it with my crochet hoodie, and I don't know if I got a picture of myself in that hoodie to put in here, but I'll do a video wearing it one day. But anyway, I kept this on the whole day at the infusion center because my hair was horrible. If I took it off, my hair was just like, whoo! And so just now when I was getting ready to do this video, I went in the bathroom and did everything I needed to do in there, and then I brushed my hair, and I was like, I gotta wear a hat. Because I got hat head bad. So I went and found this little hat to put on, because this one just might be too warm to put on right now. Anyway, so that's why I have a hat on. No pattern. Made it up. Okay, so that was just a little rabbit trail there. I don't know. I feel drained today, even though I'm laughing and look like I'm having a good time. I feel really drained today, but I'm happy to be here talking to you guys and just telling you about my infusion day and such. And so I'm a little bit delirious also. Let me back up and tell you, Thursday night I did not sleep. I was on the phone with my son Elijah at midnight. He works graveyard. He's just sitting in a car as a security, doing security, and so he's just sitting in the car, and so I talk to him a lot when he is working graveyard. And so I was on the phone with him, and I was like, okay, Big Daddy had come through, went to the restroom, and we talked about what time we had to leave and all that. So I told Elijah, I said, okay, I gotta go. I gotta set my alarm. I set my alarm for 5 a.m. and the thing come up and said, you have 5 hours and something, 10 minutes to sleep. And I was like, okay, I'll get into bed and try to get my 5 hours of sleep if possible. I still had a few things to do. And so, I got off the phone with Elijah. I said, you realize when I get up, you'll still be at work? And so I got off the phone, got stuff done I need to get done real quick, and got into bed. And come on, Sassy. Come on, move. And I did not sleep at all. I could not sleep for anything. Sassy, I don't know what it is about the phone that they want to rub their heads on it. There's plenty of things around here. My yarn balls. Sassy, I swear. There's plenty of things around here they could rub their heads on, but they choose to do it on the phone every time. But anyway, I got in the bed and I tried to sleep, and I could not sleep. I just could not go to sleep. I'd just be like, okay, go sleep. I was trying to doze off. It wasn't happening. I tossed and turned and was miserable. I had 1,000 things running through my brain, and I just could not shut it off. And so I was like, okay, I might as well just get up. So I got up and, baby, do you need some help? What are you doing? And I did a couple of things around here, and then I called Elijah back, and I was like, I am so pissed. And he said, why? What happened? I said, I can't sleep. He's like, you made me think something happened. So I talked to him some more, and then Big Daddy got up and he started getting ready, and I'm still on the phone with Elijah. I talked to him until I walked out the door to get in the car. I said, Elijah, go get in the car. We're leaving. It was time for him to leave, get off work anyway. And so we said goodbye. You know, I told him I'll let you know that I made it home tonight. And so we got in the car and left. And then, so I didn't sleep the night before is what I was saying. See, I get sidetracked and can't remember my little bunny trails. And so I was sleepy. I didn't sleep on the way over there. I tried several times and still I couldn't, because I just felt like I needed to stay awake to keep Big Daddy awake. I don't know why I felt like that, but I do. And so I told my nurse. I had a great nurse. His name was Gregory. He was awesome. And you know, he explained every little thing before he did it, which he didn't have to. I mean, I knew what he was doing, but it was still really nice. You know, he was very friendly and talkative and everything, you know. And I told him I did not sleep at all last night, so I know I'm going to sleep today. I said I was looking for a crochet project to take with me, and then I was like, that's stupid. Why am I taking a crochet project? I know I'm going to sleep. And I was just looking for something little to take to work on for a minute, but I didn't need it. I didn't need it. So anyway, my pre-meds they give me before, I have a liquid Tylenol that I drink, and then I have a prednisone, and this all goes through my port. Prednisone, a Pepsid, and Benadryl, and Vistaril. I take the Benadryl first, and then if I start itching and having reactions, then they hit me with the Vistaril. And so he's like, now I'm not going to have to wait too long before I start your pre-meds, because this is all going straight to your heart. And so we don't have to wait for it to kick in. He said it'll be kicked in 5 minutes. By the time he gave me those shots, they had kicked in. And I was like, I feel it. I feel it. I mean, I felt it. When it hit, it just, my body just went, when that Benadryl hit my heart and it was in my bloodstream, I was just like, I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to sleep. I told Big Daddy, I said, come help me get my legs up, because I'm not strong enough to push back in the chair, and I'm not strong enough to do the lever either. So I was just like, you know, come help me get my legs up and get my pillow and everything. And it was hot in there, so I didn't need a blanket. And so he did, and I was out. I was out. Next thing I know, you know, they start your meds down at a low rate, and then every hour they come and bump up the med rate, and then the next hour they come pump up the med rate until you're up at full stream, and then your meds just continue to go until they're done. But anyway, Sassy, go Sassy, go, come over here and lay down. And so I did not wake up until he come in there to bump my meds up. He and Big Daddy said something to each other, and that kind of woke me up, and I went right back to sleep. I slept the whole time except for waking up for short moments. So I slept. I slept. And then at the end of the time, everything was done. He needed to unhook my port. And so he had his little stuff and a Band-Aid and whatever. And Sassy, you're getting on nerves. Go. She's like, no. Go. He had his little Band-Aid and stuff like that. And he come over to undo my port. And when he did, blood just went everywhere. Like it was crazy. And so blood went all down my side over here. And he was kind of freaking out, which, I wasn't expecting that. He wasn't expecting it. I never had a port to do that before, but, you know, he was like hollering at the other nurse out in the hallway to grab something. And so they were getting all this, you know, we put pressure on it, was getting all that done, and I held it for a long time with a lot of pressure on it. And then he was able to get a new bandage on it with some paper tape and all that, because he didn't want to put the other tape on me because my skin just tears so easy with all that. And so then we tried again, and it started bleeding again. It just kept bleeding. And he was like, I had told him before he took that out, I said to Big Daddy and to him, I said, Jody, as soon as he takes this out, come lower my legs and let me get up and run to the bathroom. And he said, do you want me to come lower your legs now? I said, no, because I'll start peeing. I mean, that's the honest truth. Okay? If you can't handle the truth, I don't know what you're doing here. But I knew if I got up in a position that I was just going to go. And so I said, wait until he gets the port out. Okay, so he got my port out, and we had all this blood to deal with. And Gregory, my nurse, was saying, you know, I'm so sorry about your shirt. I'm so sorry. He's like, I'm going to go look for some peroxide, blah, blah, blah. You know, because he was saying he could get the blood out with peroxide. It was a lot of blood, okay? It had run down and all down the side of my shirt. And I had on a green shirt. And so, and then, so he got this taped up and all that. And he said, he was still going on about my shirt. I said, I'm not worried about my shirt. I'm worried about having to ride home with wet pants. He said, oh, I forgot about that. I said, well, I didn't. And so, so Big Daddy just got up and come over there, and I just got up and went to the bathroom. I could not handle it anymore. I made it. I didn't drive home with wet pants, in case you was wondering. But I was worried about it. So, anyway, we got all that done, and it was a long day, but thankfully I was able to sleep, which I didn't have any control over that. My body was going down anyway. And Big Daddy had dozed and slept some too, so that was good. And he also took some work that he needed to do for his job. And so, but he was starving. He was starving. And so he wanted to go eat. I wanted to go to Joann's, and so he's like, what do you want to do first? Go to Joann's or go eat? I said, I want you to go eat, because I don't want to walk around Joann's listening to you talk about how hungry you are. So he's like, okay, that sounds good. So we went to went to eat at the Blind Tiger. It's his favorite place to go in Shreveport. So we went and ate there, and I got a little bit of crab cake and just kind of messed with that a little bit and ate some of it. So Big Daddy ate his meal and what was left of the crab cakes. And so you get 3 crab cakes. It's an appetizer thing, and so I ate one of them, if you could say that. And Big Daddy ate the other 1.5. Ate the other 2. Actually, he did cut one in half to bring home. With what he had left over to have, you know, his leftovers. And so anyway, we did that. We went to Joann's, and I'm gonna have a separate video about Joann's, because I want to just show you my yarn haul and talk to you about what I got and my plans and, you know, things like that. And then I was feeling it. I was like just kind of coming down off that prednisone high, I guess, and was feeling like I need to, you know, just go home. But I wanted to run in Dollar Tree because there was something I was looking for, and I knew my Dollar Tree at home didn't have it, and I've seen some reels on Instagram, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna run in Dollar Tree. Big Daddy's feet was hurting him really bad, and so he said, you know, he was going to wait in the car. I said, okay, I'm just going to run in and look for something real quick. And I was quick. I just ran in and looked to see if they had a couple of things that I have been, you know, wanting to find at my store and couldn't. And so Sassy is over here messing with everything that I don't want her to mess with. And I got back in the car. We went to Sonic, because there's a Sonic in the parking lot, the next parking lot down or two. There's a Sonic, and so we stopped there, and I got a, what'd I get? A strawberry shortcake snowball slush. That's what I got. It's very good. It was very refreshing. It tasted yummy. And so Big Daddy got something. Maybe he got a large Diet Coke or something. I don't ever pay attention to what he gets. But, and then we got on the interstate and headed home. Sassy, stop. Come here, girl. No, that sassy girl. she gets aggravating sometimes. Anyway, we got on interstate and headed home, but we had to stop several times to potty, and just a couple of times for Big Day just to get out and walk around and stretch his legs a minute and to wake up good. And so it took us a little extra time to get home. We didn't get home until about 10:15 p.m. Remember, we left at 6 a.m. We didn't get out of the hospital until 3:30. So we was at the hospital. My infusion was from 8 to 3:30. So, yeah, we were super tired. We come in and put things away. Got situated. And by that time, you know, we were both hungry. Big Daddy was hungry too. So he said, we both went in there and fixed us a little something to eat. And then he said, I'm going to go sit down in here and eat my snack. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go in here and call Elijah. Let him know we made it home and everything. So I come and called my Elijah and talked to him for a bit and told him about our day and all. And then I went to bed. Me and Big Daddy went on to bed because we had to, it was getting up today and was going to go and, you know, take my friend Angela out to eat for her birthday, which I didn't wake up until just a few minutes ago. What time is it? A few minutes ago. And so we'll reschedule with her for tomorrow. I need to cough. It's like right here in my esophagus. It's not even down in my chest. It's right here. And I'm not coughing hard enough to feel like I got anything accomplished with the cough. Let me drink me a little bit of tea. Although it's not hot. I need either hot tea or some hot apple cider. Anyway, that was our day. It was, like I said, a long, long day. Today, I'm going to recover from yesterday. Thankfully, I'm not just in the bed crying in pain. I am able to sit up in here and, you know, laugh and joke around with you guys. So I'm very thankful for that. And hopefully I'll just continue to feel like this. You know, that's my goal. My goals are to sitting here and find something to watch. Elijah had told me he wanted me to go watch something. And I was like, okay. And so I did turn it on last night to see kind of what it was. And I was like, I don't know about this. So I'm going to give that a go today while I'm crocheting something. I didn't crochet anything yesterday and none so far this morning because I just got up. But I plan to crochet some today and just sit here and relax and just, you know, kind of do nothing except whatever it is I want to do. I hope you guys are having a great day. And thanks for coming along with us for our little trip to Shreveport and my infusion day. Just a little vlog of, you know, what we did. Wasn't anything that exciting. One day I would like to go to town, like to Shreveport or something, with no doctor's appointments and money. And have money and just go do shopping at stores that we don't have here. Like I would love to have went to World Market, but I didn't have extra you know, blowing money for that or anything. But they do have stores that we don't have here that I would like to go and just browse and look around and, you know, do things and not be in a rush and not feel bad. So, anyway. Guys, I'm going to let you get going. I will see you in the next video. I love you all so very much. Thank you for being here. I just want to say thank you for your support and your love that you show me and share with me and all that. And you guys are the best, okay? I'll see you in the next video, friends. Thank you so much for coming along with us today for my Rituxan Infusion Day vlog. I appreciate you hanging out with me and just being here for the support and the love that you guys show me. You all mean so much to me. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet or enjoy any other craft or hobby that you have. I'll see you later.